everybody, and welcome back to another episode here today in the Mission Recondition of the Denver Broncos here as we're in Bronco country. And today we got some pretty big matchups here. We got two games that we're going to be involved here. Both games are going to be against number one division leaders in their respective divisions, as we're taking on the Packers in the first game here. They, of course, right now leading the NFC North as 11-2. Both of those losses came off of the Lions, if you guys remember from last time I talked about that. And so now we are going to try to see if we can put a loss on them as well here, as they've been playing some really good football, Packer-style type of football as of late. And we'll see if that will, of course, they can continue that trend, as right now we're on a pretty good trend of our own, actually. We're pretty much been winning games here left and right and left and center, and we're hoping that that will continue for us, as ever since we've changed the playbook, probably like 2-3 episodes ago, things have really turned our way, as we've had a couple of close games, but at the same time we've also been blowing out teams, as we still got two more games coming up after this episode here. We have weeks 17 and 18, and those are both against divisional rivals, the Chiefs in Arrowhead, and of course we head home to face the Chargers, who recently just got knocked off their number one position in our division, and currently we are the leader in the AFC West. So today we got some pretty good matchups here. As you see, Jordan Love had a really great game there against the Bears. 294 yards, 3 touchdowns there for them. As, of course, our job here this week is really try to really slow down Jordan, as he's been, as one of my friends that have been teaching me Spanish here lately, caliente, meaning hot. And he is really taking that offense by the, I guess not by the horns, because they're not an animal, they're cheeseheads. So I don't know the analogy. I can't think of a good analogy there, but he's been doing an excellent job there for the most part. And so we'll see if that will continue being the trend for them. But our coaches have talked about this week in the coaches meeting, as well as the players meeting, talking about that we really need to have the defense really go after him, Jordan Love, this week, as defensive coordinators as well as Coach Shilo have been talking about trying to get Jonathan Cooper and Nick Bonito involved in a lot of the defensive schemes coming up this week. So we're seeing if we can look into that here, as we'll be trying to figure out some kind of game plan to get those two involved, and of course try to stop guys like Nix, as well as Walker and a couple other defensive players there on there, or at least offensively. We have to be moving the ball, as we're going to be trying to run the ball a little bit more this week. And I think also, we could get into passing. I imagine we'll probably get some more passing involved, as we had a pretty good passing game here in the last couple of weeks. But there you see a couple of players right now getting some well-deserved upgrades here. Robinson's going to get a nice skills upgrade as well. But yeah, we've been pretty on stride here. Now, the Packers, of course, lost against the Lions back in week 1 and 13. Both times, get this, in week 1, they lost to the Lions 31-21. And then again in week 13. How does that happen? So that is definitely some kind of anomaly. I should have looked that up, see if that's ever happened in real life. But if it has, I don't remember. It probably was not in my lifetime. So as we take a look here, we're of course going to get some upgrades here. Of course, we're going to take a look at some of the top players there for the Pack. As you got Josh Jacobs there in the backfield, who is, of course, going to be doing his due diligence there by playing some good, getting tough in the backfield there and causing trouble and mayhem, as he has been for them this season. And we'll see how well that will turn out to be here in today's matchup, as well as like I said, Jordan Love will be another player that we'll have to be concerned about and watch for, as well as he will definitely do his best to try to run all over us. Dobbs, there you see their wide receiver, 85 overall, 6'2". This is his 4th year, and of course he is a young wide receiver for the Packers who's been having a pretty decent year here. There you see his core numbers for him. And like I said, for the most part here, we just really need to just not make this a shootout. Let's try to play really good defense here. Defense, offensively, a couple times we've been kind of lack in that, and our defense has been doing a good job of keeping us in the game by making good stops. But the offense haven't did their fair share, and I'm hoping today we'll see their fair share. As you see Micah Parsons there, of course he is with the Packers here in this version of my Ravens series. I did not. I started that one way before the draft happened, or the trade happened there between the Packers and the Cowboys there. So, but we'll see how Micah Parsons will fare against us. As you see there, 6'3", 245 pounds from Penn State. Of course, this is his 5th season in the NFL, and he is definitely a force to be reckoned with there in that linebacker core. And of course, Xavier McKinney, we've seen him before. We've seen it in not just we've seen it in the Bears franchise there a couple of Maddens ago, but now we're seeing him again here in this one, as it's a 6-year guy from Alabama. 70 tackles, 1 TFL, 3 interceptions so far this season. Of course, we're going to have to do our best to make sure if we do throw the ball, make sure we don't throw the ball his way, as he will be in that deep secondary there, lurking around, looking for those nice deep passes there. Of course, I won't say we haven't been doing that, because we've been throwing some really good bombs down the field there, and I don't know where that's coming from, but a little piece of me is like, no, don't be doing that. Let's just kind of keep to what we've been doing. But then another side of me says, okay, if you can get away with it, we can do it. Let's do that, but let's kind of be conservative about it and not do that too often here. But he has been throwing some nice deep passes there. We've seen from Sutton, as well as Mims. So let's see if we can, throw a couple of deep passes here and there. But again, we got to be very aware of where McKinley's at, as well as the other corners. There you see the injuries so far this season. And of course, the Packers, even though they've been playing really good football here, they've had some issues with injuries as well. As you see some of those, and there's some Micah Parsons being one of them. He's kind of week to week as of late with that dislocated elbow. Right now, his status is out, but that can easily change here if they need him on there. So, but I think coming into this game, I don't think we'll see him in this one. And to be honest, this particular game and the game that we have with Jacksonville, I did not really watch. I actually was busy doing some stuff around the house, with the exception of obviously editing this. But I did not really watch the game, so I'm going to be just like you guys. I don't know how this is going to fare here. I do, but I mean the idea of how the back and forth and all that kind of stuff, if that's the case, or whatever the game, how it went down. I didn't sit down and watch it like I normally do, taking notes. So I got a few notes here that things I want to talk about while watching the game here. But I was kind of like, okay, I'm just gonna sit back, let this play, and then just come back and then just see what I could be surprised when I'm editing it there. So here we go, kickoff here as we're at Mile High for this one, as the 11-2 Green Bay Packers in that town, and of course 9-4 Denver, looking for their 10th win of the season here. Of course, Jordan Love, there you see his numbers so far here, 30 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, and passing a little over 70% of his completions now so far this season. As we'll get to a 1st and 10 here, as we'll run here, and that is going to be Josh Jacobs as he's trying to get out of the backfield there. There you see, just short of 100 yards last week, and of course this week we're going to try to see if they can do the same here, and I'm hoping our defense can really kind of just control what he can do in that when it comes to the running game. As we'll see a run here, and oh, look at this, another first down as he gets a gain of about 14, or a gain of 7 or so there on that play. And that'll be enough there for a first down. As we'll see now 1st and 10 coming up. Hand off, and we'll see this one go off the right-hand side, and he's going to get smothered there. And Singletary and company are there making a nice stop. Good job there from the defense. We'll see what they can do here on this 2nd and 11. As Love here throws this one there quickly, and then a nice catch there from his receiver, that being Jalen Reed. As Reed will get the catch there. Be a 3rd and 3 coming up here near midfield. Pass there, going to be overthrown. And the receiver, Reed, I believe, was intended there for, could not get to that pass. And that's going to be incomplete. And that'll give us now a chance to see what we can do offensively. And see Bo's numbers over 3,501 yards so far this season. Of course, a couple of touchdowns as well as several interceptions. But since changed the playbook, he's been really, kind of keeping to the game plan here. Maybe one of the things I'm kind of aggravated about is him kind of taking off. But, he is doing a good job here. I did say, you got to move the ball. We got to, if you can't throw the ball, you got to somehow find a way to move the ball. Even though I don't really want him to run it himself, he has been doing that, and he has not fumbled since that Jackson or the Jets game back in England. As we'll see. Nice, try to get a decent carry there that time. It's now a slight loss there for us. Now 3rd and 13 coming up. As we'll see a handoff here, and we'll try to see if our guy can run this one up the middle there. But Dobson is going to get stopped and shelled up in the backfield there. As that's going to force us now to punt. As we'll see the rushing yards there. And of course, both men here today, both halfbacks are on the rushing yards there this season. And doing very well in that department. 1st and 10. Drop back. That's going to be thrown. And that pass is going to be incomplete as Allen made a good job there of getting in there and causing some chaos there on the offensive line there. We'll see a 2nd and 10 coming up. As we'll see Jordan Love here drops back. Passes this one there to his halfback. That'll be Josh Jacobs coming out of the backfield. Nice catch there from him. And so now we'll see a 3rd and 2 coming up. 3rd and 2. Drop back. Love throws there. That's going to be a catch. And that's going to be a nice catch there from Matthew Golden. As he will he'll get the reception. As Allen now has to come off the field here. Is something wrong with his arms or something? I don't know, but hopefully it's not too serious, as he's been very boisterous and very vocal on the defensive side here as of late. Josh Jacobs there runs this one, and he'll find another first down marker. Move the change here for the Pack, as the Pack here on their 2nd drive here in the 1st quarter, doing some good work here. As they'll go back to him again. This time they're going to grab him before he can really get anything going. As it's going to be a 2nd and 6 here for the Packers. And I imagine they'll probably go to the pass this time around. See what they'll try to do here on the 2nd and down. Ball on our 25-yard line. They're going to go back to Josh Jacobs, and Jacobs is going to get smacked there good. As that was a nice job there from the defense, realizing that the run was still going to be coming at him. It's now 3rd and 5 coming up. As Jordan Love drops back, throws. That's going to be caught. No, it's actually not going to be incomplete. As Jalen Reed could not hold on to it, and he's looking around seeing if that was completion or not. And that, or if you don't know if he knows where he's at on the field there, as he got smacked down pretty good there. But we'll see a kick up the middle, and this kick is going to be good, as they're able to kick this one up the uprights and gets themselves 3 points on the board here, as they'll lead this one here early on. It's now 3-0 here, as Brandon McManus there kicks that one there. we'll see a handoff, and nice run there as Dobson will, of course, get to the first down, or get short of the first down marker. Gain of 7 on the carry. We'll see now second down coming up. Pass there up the middle there. Oh, good catch from our big boy. Nice reception, as that's going to help us get a first down there from Adam. As now we'll go back to the ground here, and that's going to be Dobson. As there you see his numbers just from last week there, as he had 20 carries, 134 yards. Didn't get in the end zone there quite at all there against the Raiders, but hey, he had a good day on the passing side of things there, as he had a couple of receptions and 2 touchdowns in the end zone. We'll see what he can do here today, as he'll run this one there, and he will trot his way there up to the 35-yard line. That'll be a 1st and 10 here for the Broncos, as the Broncos are looking to, of course, get the first touchdown of the ball game. Green Bay leads it by 3. Handoff to Dobson. Dobson up the middle, and again finds the first down marker, moving the chains and putting this offense on his back like what pretty much he's been doing all season long here. As he does a great job getting that run. That's going to get it down to the Packers' 24-yard line. It'll be a 1st and 10 coming up. Handoff, as he will get smothered there quickly, as the defense of the Packers are right there. That time they read it very well, as they will get a loss there on that play. Nice job there from the Pack, as we'll see now here. Looks like our quarterback has to get rid of it there. He is going to dump it there, and he's going to find no other than Dobson, as Dobson is going to get a nice carry. That's going to give Dobson some room there, as he's able to run this one there for a nice gain. As again here we'll see this time Nick's getting his number called there, as we're getting to the 2-minute marker now here. But yeah, so far, both teams are the divisional leaders right now. Looking, could be right now. The Packers are right now, of course, the number 1 seed in the NFC right now, and of course, we could be the number 1 position there if we can, lay out our cards out here. As we see a touchdown being made there. What a play! Nice job there. As that's going to be a touchdown for the Broncos. Let's ride. As Courtney Sutherland gets the catch there, getting himself wide open. Nice job, man. He is going to put 6 points on the board here. And the Broncos, of course, getting an extra point. It's going to make it now 7-3. As you see there, 10 plays, 67 yards on that drive. Almost a little over, about a little over 4 minutes or so on that drive, I think. So not too bad there. As we'll see the kickoff here. And the Packers will now get their first chance with the football now here in this their 3rd chance now here in this drive, or this game, 3rd drive in the game, or 1st quarter, I should say. You see Jordan Love's numbers so far this season, and en route to having about 3,000 yards for the year. And of course, 30 touchdowns there, having a really good year here with the Pack. And so see now 1st and 10. And of course, this could be a preview of possibly maybe the Super Bowl. A lot of people are talking right now. Of course, my guess would be I would not think if we didn't change that playbook around and change some guys and personnel, I don't think we would be talking about the Super Bowl right now. I think the season would have already been over with, and we've been getting ready for season 2. But things have really turned around here quickly, which I'm liking. As you'll see now, 3rd and 5, pass there. Oh, it's going to be dropped. Tough break there, as the receiver was trying to pull that one in, but just could not do so there. As now we'll see, now we're back on offense as we're there near the 23. It's going to be a holding call. Looks like that ball's going to go back. It's going to be a 10-yard penalty there on us. It's going to put a 1st and 20 now on our own 13. So let's see what we can do here. Nick's now dropping back here. Rifles this one up the middle. Gets a big gain there as he gets that one to our 42-yard line. 1st and 10. As that's a huge pass right there. And great way to end the 1st quarter as Mims gets that catch Puts us in position now here as we could be getting another touchdown drive here going for ourselves if we can keep things going the right direction, which we have been. It's 7-3 here at the end of the first quarter. So now 1st and 10 here as we're going the other way. Pass going to be thrown. That's going to be Adam Trotman as he'll get there at the 49. 2nd and 1 coming up here. As you'll see a drop back here. Pass up the middle. Nice quick pass at that. And that's going to be a catch there as we're able to move the chains. And it's going to be 1st down. Now we'll see now Dobson here now having the football there and maneuvering his way around the up the middle there. Doing a excellent, great job there. Getting around that traffic. Of course, find his way to that 1st down marker. He's going to be short of the 1st. That's all right. 2nd and 1 coming up here. We can pick that up. Pass there going to be thrown and caught there by Mims. And so he'll be stopped at the 25. It'll be a 1st and 10 here for the Broncos. It's Bronco country getting wild here. Throw there. That's going to go off to the right-hand side. And again, it's going to go to Mims. As he's going to get another great catch there. And, of course, like I said, we're trying to talking to the coaches. The last couple of weeks here, they say they're trying their best to implement Mims into more of the gameplay here. But Mims, early on was pretty much, covered very well. And you can't get really mad about that. You just got to find out ways to get him involved here. As we'll see a pass, that's going to be completed. As I believe that is Sheffield, and they say they're going to go ahead and give him the 1st down. He's able to move the chains. So now 1st and 10, ball to 15. Up the middle here with Dobson as he runs this one on the ground again. As he has now had 10 carries for about 45 yards so far here in this quarter and a half. We'll see another handoff. No play action. Oh, what was that there, Nix? You should have ran that there, but Cooper for the Packers right on that play. He's lucky that was a backwards pass there because, man, I'm telling you, that was I don't know what play that was. As now Nix here runs this one. He's going to scamper his way to the 2-yard line. Actually going to mark him at the 1. As that's a big gain of 8 there on the play. So now 1st and goal coming up here for the Broncos, Hand off there, getting a good block, and he's going to find his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos. Let's ride. As the Broncos, J.K. Dobson finds another way into the end zone, gets himself in there. Touchdown for the Broncos. Nice play there from him. And see there, 12 plays, 77 yards, and almost 5 minutes on that drive. And you see the current passing leaders right now, and of course, Love in the top 5. We'll see what the Packers can do here. First time touching the ball here in the 2nd quarter. Hand off, and we'll see. Oh, nice spin move there. I don't know if that was necessary for him to get that run. He could actually probably have the 1st if he didn't spin there, but they're going to give him 2nd and inches coming up here from Josh Jacobs. As we'll see 2nd and short. Ball on own 35. He'll run this, and he'll, of course, get enough there for the 1st. That'll move the chains here for the Pack. The Pack looking to keep going on here. Denver here looking, of course, for the pass. That pass is going to be complete under coverage there. And that's going to be a nice hit there from our guys, but not good enough there for them to drop the football. Jordan Love now here on 3rd and 6. Pass there going to be completed. Going to find the big tight end going down the field here as he's going to muscle his way in that one there as he will get there. And nice rumble there from Kraft as he gets the 1st down. See now 1st and 10, ball at 33, and again Kraft gets another catch, and that one's going to be completed for a gain of 3. 2nd down. Packers looking here. They're looking pretty good here on this drive as we see a run, and that one will of course be there to Williams As he'll get the catch there for a few more yards. Third down here. They got to get this one near the 20. As we'll see a pass being completed. And Josh Jacobs gets the catch, but he's going to be denied. Stopped at the 24-yard line. It's going to be a 4th and 1. And the Packers elect to go for it. So look for the run here, especially up the middle here. There's a Packers here. QB throws this one. That's going to be caught as Kraft has it and tiptoe out of bounds. As they'll say he's in bounds. Got the catch. Of course, had control of the catch. It's going to be a first down. They go for that. Of course, they were successful on 4th down. We'll see what they can do here on the new set of downs. They're trying to move the football as quickly as we actually been doing here as of late. They know that they cannot get far behind us too quickly here. Because you get too far behind in this game, then that's not going to look too good for you. So you'll see here, 2-minute warning now in effect. As you'll see right now, 14-3 now. As the Packers have the ball on the Broncos 5-yard line. 1st and 10. Drop back here for Jordan. Jordan throws. Their pass going to be completed. And they're going to stop him just shy of the 1st-yard marker. As a timeout being called here by the Broncos. And the Broncos look like they might have the wrong personnel out there. So they're going to try to get their goal line stance here. See if they can get a stop. 2nd and goal coming up. Pass up the middle there. And that's going to be a touchdown. As Matthew Golden finds his way there. No problem there for him. He just has to go run up and turn around and get the catch, as he was pretty well there. And not a bad play there. 13 plays, 75 yards. Taking almost 5.5 minutes off that drive. As right now they're trailing by 4. Let's see what Bo Nix can do here as they run their 2-minute offense here. Hopefully we can get at least a field goal here out of this. 1st and 10, ball on their own 25. Pass there, that's going to be completed. Dobson going down the field here. Dobson, wide open space there until he gets to about the 46. And they're going to push him out of bounds. A gain of about 23 yards on that play. Pass there, going to be complete. Almost dropped, but it was caught there. Looked like Ingram almost lost it, but he was able to hold on to it, boggled it a little. And he got the catch there for the 1st down. A minute left here in this ball game. Here you see the pass, and he, like I said, he almost boggled it, but then he just makes sure he wraps it up real nice and neat and goes down. As we'll see now ourselves at the Packers 38. Run here from Dobson, as Dobson trying his best to stay on his feet. But he is going to be snapped up and brought down there at the 32 of the Packers. Packers, of course, don't want us to score here. Pass there can be completed. Sheffield has it. Sheffield rolls off the tackle. And he's going to find himself at the 27-yard line of the Packers. It's a timeout here from the Broncos, as they have 1 timeout remaining. 24 seconds left before we get to the half here. Denver leads it by 4. As you'll see a drop back here. Pass going to be complete. There, nice catch there by Ingram. As Bo Nix now has 162 yards and a touchdown on his ledger here today. As now we burn our last timeout now here. 11 seconds left here. Do we go for the field goal and just say, okay, we'll give them the final 7 or 8 minutes, 7 or 8 seconds left, or do we go for it here? 1st and goal is obviously going to have to be a pass. We'll see what we can do. Dobson out on the outside now as a receiver. Nix up the middle there. Throws that one. He just rifles it behind the back of the end zone. No one's going to get to that one. Incomplete pass there. As I think Nix thought there was going to be some rushing there, but he actually had a little time there. Nix now throws. Passes that one there. Courtland Sutton in the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos. Let's ride. Nice job there. Sutton just able just to spin around. Knew that the ball was going to be called. His number was going to be called that time. Does an excellent job there spinning around and makes a great catch. And that's going to put him now, making it now 21-10. 4 seconds left here. Jordan Love trying one more last ditch here to find out what he can do with this. Now he's going to rifle this one high and deep. going towards the end zone. It's going to be tipped away. Nice job there from the defense, and that is going to be your first half. Not a bad first half, as it's 21-10 here in Mile High. And of course the Broncos looking very good here, continuing where they left off last week against the Raiders. Now here, of course, the defense by far has been playing very, very well here, and we'll see if they can keep it up now. And you see there, Murray wins that one against the Texans, 27-17 there in H-Town. As the Eagles 9-4 take on the Raiders, 4-9 right now, and here we are in Philly. Let's see a quick pass there. That's going to be a nice pass there from Hurts as they connect there. 26-3 is your final, as the Raiders go down again, as Geno Smith having another terrible week under center there. 8-5 Bills taking on the 8-5 Patriots. Nice little AFC East action, as we'll see a run here. Look at this, as the halfback does not want to go down until he finally finds his home into the end zone. Touchdown there, as the Patriots win that one 27-6 over the Buffalo Bills. You see the current AFC standings right there. There you see we're one of the division leaders right now, and of course we are trying to grab that #1 position there. But we got the Ravens, who are looking very good as well. So a lot of teams here trying to, of course, I'm sure a lot of fans are probably glad that the Chiefs are out. I know I am. Of course, we have to worry about them coming up in the next episode. We got, like I said, those 2 divisional games in Arrowhead, and of course here at home against the Chargers. So we have to look forward to that. As we'll start the second half here with the ball. And we'll run that one there to the 26-yard line. It's Bo Nix. And the offense will start off here, and hopefully we can start off red hot and score another touchdown here on this drive. 1st and 10, ball at the 26-yard line. And we'll see play action. Bo Nix steps up in the pocket, throws there. That's going to be caught. And there is a flag on the play here now. We'll see what this is. And this looks like it's going to be a holding call. And it's going to be on Ingram. So the tight end is going to get a holding call put on him. Now it's going to put us at the 16-yard line of our own. 1st and 10. Drop back here. Nix again fires this one. That's going to be caught. And a nice catch there from Marvin Mims. His 4th catch of the day. Now over 60 yards for the day here. Let's see it now here. 2nd and 5 coming up. And, oh, geez, that was just not good time there to run the ball that time. 3rd and 3 coming up. As Nix here trying to get rid of the football here. Nix has plenty of room to get himself there as he's trying to give himself up. As he's going to be stopped at the 43-yard line. Gets the 1st down and plus more there. Nice job there of realizing that pocket was crumbling in right in front of him. So now we'll go to a 1st and 10. And we'll see a run here. Nice spin there. Nice job there from Dobson, reading the defense and finding his way there to the 44 as he gets another 1st down here for the Broncos. As now we'll see here, drop back, look here, fire, caught, and that is going to be completed. Nice job there, keeping his tippy toes in bounds. And that's going to be a nice 17-yard reception. And we'll see Bo Nix now here decides to call his own number that time. Nah, Bo, don't do that. As they read that one very well. Nice job there from Adrian Cooper. 3rd and 12 coming up. Nix now here drops back in the pocket. Steps up in the pocket, but is going to get brought down there right behind. As defensive player there right behind him brings him down. And that was a nice job there as they're able to get a hold of the lineman. As that was Lucas Van Ness there, outside linebacker there instead. Not the I thought it was an offensive lineman there. But we'll see what we can do here on this 4th and 11 coming up here. This should be a good kick, and this one is going to be good as Lutz with the Giants. Oh, you better watch your mouth. Gets the kick there, and that's going to put up 3 points on the board there for us, as we'll get our first offensive points now here in the second half here. 24-10. As we'll see a first 10 here for Green Bay. Love there, quick pass there, going to be completed, as that's going to be just a few yards there on that play. Draw back again, looking down the field here. This one's going to be a deep pass, but no one could get to that one there. Surtain, the man, does a great job there covering. As the defense did an excellent job there getting that quick 3 and out. And now the offense now has a chance to do something now. Ball on their own 23-yard line here. First and 10 here for the Broncos. As you'll see us play action. Nix here throws this one up there. It's going to be caught. Yes, they say it is. It's going to be a catch there. I didn't think it was. Ball's at the 43-yard line on that catch. I believe that was that Mims, I think? Or was it Sheffield? I couldn't tell. But now we'll see a run here as we bulldoze our way there up the middle. Nice job there from Dobson. Finds his space there, runs right in it, and gets a first down there. Putting the ball at the 46-yard line of the Green Bay Packers. Hand it off again, and Dobson gets another carry as he's now peaking over the 80-yard mark now. We'll see what they can do here on this second down. 2nd and 7, I believe. Ball on the 42. A man in motion. Nix here throws, finds Sheffield. Sheffield has it. Sheffield gets banged around, but he's going to have enough there to get to the 33, and that's going to be a 1st and 10 here for the what team? Broncos. 1st and 10. Nix here again throws there. That's going to be caught, and that is going to be enough there to get him a gain of 8. As Mims gets another great catch there. Mims really making himself noticed out there. As we'll see a pass. That's going to be completed. Again, Mims calling for the ball, and he gets it as he does get the first down off that short catch. 1st and 10, ball at the 21-yard line. Pass there, going to be completed. And it's going to be there at the inside the 5. As Nick's able to get that pass there. And, of course, a great pass thrown. But even tougher because there was good coverage right there. And Sutton realized that he's got to catch this ball and then brace for impact. As he did so there, as he's now sitting at the 2-yard line. And we'll see now 1st and goal coming up here. Ball on the 2. Pass up the middle there. Nice quick pass there to Sheffield. Touchdown, Broncos. Let it ride. As the Broncos able to find the end zone there. And that quick, nice slant pass there. It does an excellent job of getting in position there. 8 plays, 76 yards, and taking about 3.5 minutes, a little over 3.5 minutes there on that drive. As they lead it now 31-10. As the Green Bay Packers, they are struggling out here. Of course, they've had some nail biters as of late. A couple of games they've came back in. This could be another one of those here. But we got to put if that's the case, we got to put a stop to it here. As we see a run here from Josh Jacobs, and that could be the start of it. As he'll find his way to the 41-yard line. It'll be a 1st and 10 here for the Packers. They're trying to cross the 50 here, and they have not crossed the 50 really since the first quarter, or actually early in the second quarter. Pass there, going to be complete, and it's going to be caught, but it's only going to be a yard, if that. As Matthew Golden had the pass. Now Love here looking down the field here, and Love has to give himself up as he's going to get head slide there at the 49-yard line. 2 yards short of getting to the first down marker. We'll see if they can convert here on 3rd down. 3rd and 2 coming up. We'll see a draw back here from Love. Love there fires this one there, and I think they're going to go ahead and give him that, as that's going to be a 1st down. Yeah, they're going to go ahead and give that to him. So first down there for the Packers. As we'll see now, 1st and 10. Pass or the handoff as Jacobs there again gets a carry, and he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage there on the play. So no gain on that play. It'll be a 2nd and 10. Drop back here for Love again. Love gets hit as he throws. Somehow he gets that one off there to Kraft. And Kraft able to get that one up the middle there. He's going to get stopped at the 9-yard line. 1st and 10 here for the Packers. And the Packers are starting knocking on the door. Can they finish off the drive here with a touchdown? We'll see. 1st and 10. Or 1st and goal, I should say. And that pass is going to be thrown there to Jacobs. As he'll get that one to about inside the 5. 2nd and goal coming up. Pass there going to be completed. A nice catch as Golden finds his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Packers. That's Matthew Golden. One of the biggest playmakers on this drive here. Did a great job there of finishing it. As he'll find himself in the end zone. Nick Benito was right there trying to get that one there. But Nick, you didn't do a good job there of wrapping up. And that's going to be how that drive's going to end. As we see here, we still lead it now 31-17 as we'll see a return. And that return is going to get us to the 28-yard line. That'll be it for the 3rd quarter. As we go to the 4th and final quarter in this one here. Not saying we should be on cruise control right now here, but I think defense, of course, needs to not have a bad drive like we did before. Got to put a stop here, but at the same time, we'd like to see the offense try to score maybe that field goal here if we can. Pass thrown, and it's going to be, oh, wow. Again, they find Mims in a tight spot here. And he is able to get the catch there. First and 10 there on that pass. Nice job there from Mims Jr. He was pretty well double covered. I don't know. Again, where is this coming from? I don't know. Knicks? Come on, dude. Why couldn't you do this earlier in the season? 2nd and 6 coming up. I guess it just took some time to figure out what we were trying to do. As we'll see there, a quick pass there being thrown. Short of the 1st down marker, about 4 yards short. 3rd and 4 coming up. Pass there being completed, and no, it's going to be dropped. As Mims that time, I think his luck ran out there as he was trying to get it, but Wyatt and company were right there to get the hit. So we'll see a field goal attempt now here for Lutz as he'll kick this one up. And that one is good. As he'll kick this one in the uprights here. And nice job as he'll find his way with another. Or no, we did not get it. No, they say it was off. It looked like it was on there. Okay, well, I guess the kick was not good there. That's not like Lutz there missing field goal kicks like that, but okay. 31-17. Pass here going to be completed and caught. As Reed gets another catch there. As he is short there for the first. We'll see now here on 2nd and inches coming up. Handoff. That's going to go, and that is going to be a nice run. As we'll see here, Jacobs there makes a nice carry there. They're, of course, moving the chains now for the Packers. Packers now on our 40-yard line here. 1st and 10. Green Bay here now dropping back here. There is a flag on the play. We'll see what that flag is on. That was a good hit there for the defense, but it looks like the defense is going to... Oh, Greenlaw's going to get called offsides. What? How does that happen? So they get a free play. 1st and 5. Pass there, and oh, it's going to be dropped. I don't think Jacobs knew that ball was going to be thrown to him until it was already too late. So now we'll see then what they can do here on 2nd and 5. Allen, or I should say Love there. Brand gets brought down there by Surtain. As Josh Jacobs cannot do nothing on that reception there. Nice play there from Surtain. Making a quick stop. Reed did a damn good job there reading that play. 3rd and 12. And oh, nice tackle there from Nick. Big Nick gets a tackle in the backfield there. Nice sack. And that's going to put now 4th and 19 now here on Jordan Love and the Packers. And they'll, of course, elect to, of course, punt the football. And try to at least try to stop them here by field position. 1st 10, ball on the 17-yard line. And so we play action. Nix here throws. That's going to be there, caught by Mims. And Mims again makes a big catch. That's going to get him over the 300-yard mark over the day for Bo Nix. That's going to be another 1st down here for the Broncos. Jeez. We'll see a pass here, or no, a handoff. Nice job there from Dobson as he runs his way there. What, talk about a workhorse there. 100 yards for the day there for him. Of course, a rushing touchdown as well. That's a 1st and 10 here for the Broncos. As you see a handoff again, and yes, why not give it to him? Let him go. Let this thoroughbred run as he's running and doing a great job here, just crisscrossing the plains here. That's a big run there to the 4-yard line. 1st and 10. Or I should say 1st and goal for the Broncos. That's a nice run. So now, what does Nix have to do here to get in the end zone here? We'll see. Looks like they got a lot of tight ends here in this situation, so it could be a pass. And no, they're going to let Harvey run this one instead. As he'll run this one up to the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal coming up. Just need a yard here to get the 1st down. So I imagine they'll probably go back to, oh no, they're going to go back to Dobson, and Dobson gets rejected there. Maybe he should have stayed a little bit longer on the field there. Took a little more bit of a breather. But now 3rd and goal coming up here. Ball on the 2-yard line. I think they're going to pass this time around. Drop back, quick pass there, and that is going to be Sheffield again. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the night. Touchdown, Broncos. Let's ride. Nice play there. This they try to get into the end zone there, and of course they were told no, you cannot. And it's like, okay, fine, we'll just go over your head. And they did a great job there that time. 6 plays, 83 yards, taking 2:39 off the game clock with 5:33 left here in this one. Packers will get the ball back here on their own 27. 1st and 10 here for Jordan Love. Now I think the idea of coming back in this game here is going to be a bit of a long shot, but he'll try. As we'll see a run there. As that's a nice 1st down. Let's see here. 1st and 10. Handoff. Josh Jacobs there breaks up a tackle before he is finally wrapped up and taken down. As he'll get a gain of 6 on that play. As we'll see a quick pass there, and of course we got to be looking for that here in this situation. That's how they got his last time, marching down the field here. As Greenlaw makes a quick hit, but it's too late as the 1st down has already been ignition now. Or ignite, I should say, is the word I'm looking for. As that one's going to be denied as well, as Dobbs there could not get to that one, as Patrick Surtain gets taking credit for that. 2nd and 10 coming up here, ball the 46 of the Broncos. Quick pass again underneath coverage as Dobson. Oh, it's a fumble! And the ball is going to be recovered there by Green Bay. How lucky they are. 3:41 left. Clock is still ticking here. Both teams have time, all their timeouts. And we'll see another quick pass there. That time, that will get them the 1st down. So now 1st and 10 here. Ball on the 33. Packers have a man in motion. That'll be Kraft, the tight end. Quick pass there. They find Reed, and Reed gets the catch as he'll get to the 25. That'll be a gain of 8 on the play. So 2nd and 2 coming up here. Love there again, quickly passes and finds his big man Kraft on that play. As they will get a new set of downs here. Ball's sitting on pretty on the 20-yard line for the Packers. As that clock is really starting to chip away here. Of course, Love here trying his best quickly to get the team on the field, keep this defense here, not let us change our personnel. But 2nd and 5 coming up. Love here, looks here, quickly passes there under coverage as we're looking for something deep. I think the coaches here, they need to change it up here. Now we got to look for the run or the pass here. I imagine it'll be the run. We got lined up pretty well there. Pass there being completed, and Kraft cannot get any more there as he barely got a yard maybe at that. 2nd and goal coming up here. Ball on the 4-yard line. 15 left. Love here scrambling around here. Love finds a receiver, and that's going to be Kraft, the tight end. Touchdown, Green Bay Packers. Tucker Kraft in the end zone. Nice job there. I mean, that's a target that you should not be able to miss whatsoever. I mean, that's a huge, huge guy. As you see, onside kick, and we are going to get it. As we're going to get this ball in the short yardage here. It's going to be at the 41-yard line of the Packers. It'll be a 1st and 10 with 2:09 left. So, if Green Bay's trying to get in this one here, they're going to have to use their timeouts wisely. As Shilo here, you see Pete Shilo there trying to get another win here, get his 10th win of the season, his 10th win of his career so far. Now here with this Broncos team. We'll see what they can do with 2:09 left. 1st and 10. Drop back here, hand off there to Dobson. Dobson, they're going to run this, and that's going to put him there at the 33 as a timeout being called here now by Green Bay. As now you know who the ball is going to be fed to here in this situation. So let's see if they'll do anything about it. See if they can get a stop here. For 2nd and 2 coming up, handoff, Dobson up the middle here. Look at him. He finds a spot there. Jukes twice and gets up the middle there. Touchdown, Broncos. Let's ride. Nice job there. Put an exclamation point on this one here. It's Green Bay now, I believe. I think they may have maybe one, if not no timeouts remaining. As they gave up a gasher there on it for us. And now with, so there are 2 plays, 41 yards, so just 11 seconds. It's 45-24. The chances of them winning this game here is next to none. As Jordan Love will come out here, and of course this is just a drive for pride here. Back, drops back here, finds Kraft. Kraft needs to be taken down by several Broncos there as he gets a gain of 9. I believe we'll probably see a lot of passing here to their big target, to Kraft here. We'll see. 2nd and 1, pass there. Oh, it's going to be intercepted! Nice play there from Singleton, as that was intended there for that pass was going to go to Tucker Kraft, but Singleton read that one very well. He's seen how often they were throwing to him, throwing to Kraft, and he was covering Kraft there, playing a little zone. And he did a great job there, staying at home, not letting the receiver, or I should say the quarterback, let him throw him off, and he stayed right there with it and got the interception. Nice play. First and only turnover he's had so far here in today's game. So it's going to be a 1st and 10, ball on the 38-yard line. Run here, and why not give it to Dobson as he can close the ball game out here. Last minute or so here in this one, as we are going to be able to walk away here and get our 10th win of the season. Man, I didn't think we were going to get 10 wins. I mean, I'm not lying. When I started this series, especially the first couple of games, like, okay, not bad, and we had that loss, and then the loss with the Chargers, like, okay, it's divisional loss, we can get back at them. And then we started, what was it, 2 games, I can't remember who the other loss was from, but we lost to the Jets, which was really got on my skin. And then turn around, we lost to the Giants. I'm like, okay, now what is going on? Well, there is something going on here, and I think that change of a playbook, both on the offense and defensive side of things, have really turned things around here. As now we got our 10th win of the season, and we win this one. Nice job there for the Broncos as they pull off the victory here in this one. Great run there. That right there, that was just a great run. As we've seen, of course, Dobson do quite often here this season. But that run right there, that was just like, bam, game over. You're not getting back in this one. As we'll see some of the highlights here. Of course, there you see Kraft getting that nice catch there as he's wide open. Like I said, that's a man that you cannot at all miss right there. Well, I guarantee he's like 6'6", 6'7", and probably like 250 or 260. Yeah. 45-24 is your final in this one. And the Green Bay Packers will now get served their third loss of the season, as they lost now 2 to the Lions and now lost 1 to us. So not, for their part here, they're probably not too worried about it. I mean, he's still probably, for the most part, they're still controlling. They are still the team that you have to beat in the NFC. But right here, this win helps us really a lot, because that now kind of pushes up even further now of being in the hunt for the number 1 seed, or, for the most part here, we could be the number 1 seed here after this game. But we'll have to find out and see here soon as we take a look at the, of course, the score here. And of course, we'll look at some of the box score coming up here in this one. But yeah, for the most part here, this was a very good game for us. We scored in all 4 quarters. A little bit of a slow start there. We gave up 3 points early on, but nonetheless, we came back and took over, as we did very well in the second quarter, leading it 21-10, and then pretty much, not letting Green Bay, we got to let them get a score here and there. They're in the third and fourth quarter, but for us, we did a great job there of able to get up the field, score get in the end zone, and then make some nice touchdown passes, as well as a couple of field goals as well that we had. Of course, we did miss one, but Lutz is not perfect. He's near perfection, but he's not truly perfect. Jordan Love, 33 of 43, 224 yards, completed 76% of his passes. He's had 3 touchdowns and 1 interception. Nix, really great day there for him. Over 38 passes there thrown. He had over 300 yards and had 4 touchdowns with no interceptions. There you see Dobson, 22 183, 2 rushing touchdowns. His biggest run was 29 yards. Jacobs, 14 of 73 for the day. Nix had a modest game there on the ground, 5 of 19. Harvey, 2 for 2. So yeah, again, not a bad day there for the running game. Dobson, there you see for us, 22 of 182. Oh, see, that's the rushing numbers again. Sorry. Mims, there you see, 10 of 146. Nothing in the end zone there. Guys, come on. We're doing good there. We should have at least got him a touchdown there in this game here today. Kraft, 9 catches, 97 yards, a touchdown for him. He had a good day there. He was a good target there for them. Golden, 7 for 40, 2 touchdowns. Sheffield, 7 of 29, 2 touchdowns for him. Sutton, 4 catches for 51 yards and 2 touchdowns for him in this one here against the Packers. So, yeah, I'm really impressed with the team. Defensively, we did a good job there. We didn't let, Josh Jacobs do what he wanted to do in the backfield. We shut down Reed, Dobbs as well. He had 4 catches, 25 yards. But yeah, for the most part here, we just really, our defense did just what they needed to do to shift things around and shifted the way they want their offense to play. For us, we pretty much did a great job there controlling their defense. We were able to get up the field when we needed to. Didn't give up no interceptions, no turnovers really of any kind in today's matchup there. And that's, I think, by far was really nice for us to have happen. But there you see, we're just looking at some of the Packers' defensive numbers. We'll look at our numbers here in just a bit. But yeah, overall, this is, like I said, a good game here. A great way to now get ready and have that mindset again for the next week as we get ready to take on Jacksonville here in week number, what is it going to be now, 16? So there you see the numbers there for us defensively. And like I said, The defense by far, this was their game. They did a great job there setting things up. Even though the offense was scoring, they scored 45 points, but with the great play there, getting this Packers team, which I was afraid of, they were going to keep us on the field, on their defense on the field a lot. Our guys made several quick 3-and-out there against them, or didn't really let them get too many. It really made the offense had to kind of stay out there because they kept not getting. They were getting the yardage they were needing, but they just couldn't. They were just kind of chipping away at us, and we were kind of just making them suffer instead of them making us suffer on the field. There you see Bo Nix. He got a nice little stat or a little attribute or upgrade there. As we take a look at this game here, it's going to be Miami taking on the Steelers, and there you see looks like Miami will win this one there, because I can't tell what the score is because I have my third tier tier graphic there right in front of it. But yeah, Packers, or I should say not Packers, the Pittsburgh Steelers lose that one. Vikings taking on the Cowboys. Cowboys right now really having a tough year for them, and it's not getting any better. Oh, we see an interception that time, and looks like the Cowboys again. I can't tell if they although they won. They're now 3-11 now as they defeated McCarthy there at home at Cowboy Stadium, and they pick up a win there. But yeah, it's been another year. It's even worse than past years now, and I don't know if that experiment down there with Prescott's going to continue working there. I think at some point Prescott's going to be like, yeah, I need to go somewhere else. And at one time, I remember a couple episodes ago, we were thinking about trading for him because I was not liking the way Bo Nix was playing. But things definitely obviously changed, and again, I'm still kind of. I want to see how he really takes on the pressure of the offense, or the pressure of the playoffs coming up here. So we'll see. But yeah, he's getting us to the playoffs. So, and speaking of playoffs, you got the Jaguars, who are right now 10-4, going into this game as they have clinched, of course, the AFC South title, and they're looking to, of course, get themselves in possession there of getting into a chance to play in the playoffs. As if you guys remember from our original first ever Madden Mission Recondition series with Jacksonville Jaguars there, we won the Super Bowl the first year right off the bat there with TJ Bonds, and of course eventually I'm going to try to get that series back up and running again because it was a lot of fun. We were just getting into midway season 2 there, so see if we can do it again. But yeah, there you see Jacksonville. Of course, there you see the last couple of games. They won 3 straight. Before that, they lost to the Chargers and the Cardinals on the road. Lost to the Cardinals 24-3, and I lost a close one there against the Chargers 19-10 there in week 11. But since then, they have, like I said, bounced back. They had a close game last week against the Jets, 27-24. Before that, 28-14 against the Colts, and of course they're in that first win, starting that run that they're on right now. One against the Titans and Tennessee, 13-6. So right now, like I said, they are the AFC South winners. They won that division title, and now looking to, of course, get their name continuing here as they want to try to get the number 1 seed here in the AFC, just like we are. And like I said, both teams are both number 1 in their divisions, and the winner of this could be, the last one of the last teams. I think Baltimore might be the other team that might have a good chance to get the number 1 seed for the AFC side of things. So we got to try to knock off the Jacksonville Jaguars. You see the numbers 17 and 102 there for ETN with 1 rushing touchdown. He had a really good game, over 100 yards today. ETN was, even though people knock on him for his, he's a great runner. He was a great runner in Clemson, and in Madden he's even better. But he did have some issues with some injuries. We kind of had to deal with that in season 1 in that series, if you guys remember, but it wasn't a huge thing there. We really did a good job of really, really using his ability or using the other halfbacks to help us out when it came to the running game there. It was kind of a running back committee there. So it's just, I had made sure that he was in, obviously in a lot of the formations, but also too, I had a chance to, go in there and really, make sure we bring in some of the backups as well, helping out. Because, ETN, he's getting older now, and, especially with those injuries there, his speed's kind of going down some, but, at some point here, we'll have to start, at least in that series, we have to look for a replacement there for him. So as we're in the coordinator's office here in week 16, I guess we're going to have a little meeting there, with him about maybe the upcoming matchup here against Jacksonville. That's what I'm imagining. But Clay Holland, there you see, talking about our offense putting up numbers here, and yeah, we can. Or at least I think he's talking about more about Jacksonville putting up numbers here. So he's asking us to, about zone offense or zone defense this week. So, and we've been playing very well. His defense has been doing an excellent job here. So yeah, let's do that. Let's worry about the passing here from T-Law. T-Law is not the best passer in the game, but throwing those short yardage passes and dinks and dunks and all that kind of stuff, from kind of being his coach in that other series there with Jacksonville, I kind of see it, and they are doing a good job of that here this season. So that's something we're going to be working on, looking at. We got to upgrade a +5, I think, for man-to-man and zone for our D-backs. So that's going to be helpful there. There you see Josh Hines Allen from Kentucky. This is his 7th year in the NFL, and of course he's a dangerous guy in that secondary there. He can definitely make your day, make you not want to come to work that day. So we'll have to make sure we keep a close watch on him. Of course, Travis Hunter, he's kind of the slasher. He kind of plays wide receiver. He also plays center CB. And of course, in Madden this year, they've tried to implement that, but they haven't done a good job of stat tracking that. If I remember correctly, I think they still haven't worked on that yet. So, and of course, the game is, we're a little more 6 months into the game, and I don't think they'll be fixing that. So hopefully that's something they can be working on next year. But that being said, we have the other weapons that we have to watch out for here that Jacksonville likes to throw at us. Devin Lloyd, of course, you guys remember him on that series. He was a really good Mike linebacker, and he put the hurt and put the thunder on a lot of players there, especially some of our divisional rivals like the Titans and my precious Colts there at times. But he is definitely going to be a guy there that we'll have to watch out for with those big hits, especially when he's keeping a close eye on Dobson there. So I think the running game, we may have to run on the outside there just to kind of avoid. But if we do that, we got to, of course, watch out for this man right here, Ovagon. There you see his numbers as well. So it's kind of one of those things. It's kind of like, well, you pick your poison. Do you go up the middle, or do you go to the, I think the right-hand side? I think we run the ball mostly on the left, but I could see them moving him around some to shift us and kind of, play a shell game when it comes to the running aspect of things. So we'll have to awfully just, make sure we just protect our halfback there. And of course, one of the weapons that they've recently have not had on the field here is Brian Thomas Jr. Remember for our series there, he was by far one of my favorite targets for our offense to throw to. Right now, only 597 yards, 4 touchdowns. He's of course right now injured, so that's been really tough for them. And of course, it's kind of sad to see that he got it hurt and whatnot. But the next man has to step up. Captain Kirk is no longer there. He's in Houston now, so he's kind of the go-to guy here. So we'll have to see who the next man is going to be stepping up here. Of course, Ingram's not there either. And of course, like I mentioned, Travis Etienne here, he is, of course, going to be utilized both in the passing and the running game. I think more so in the passing, because I think in that series, if you guys couldn't tell, but I was kind of utilizing him more in the trying to get him being more of a passing halfback, getting catches out of the backfield, occasionally playing a receiver at times. And I don't know if that's what they're doing in this one, but you can see here that he does have 144 yards passing, one receiving touchdown as well. So, but like I said, he's one of those kind of dangerous, double threats there when it comes to the offensive side of things. And of course, you got T-Law, who here at Clemson, of course, a former national champion with Clemson. And of course, his career here in Jacksonville has been kind of shaky, kind of wobbly. He's had some injury issues. But there you see last season, there you see 2,045 yards. Right now, this season, 2,979 yards. So he's gotten better. He's gotten healthier. Touchdown, interception ratio, kind of 50-50. 20 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. He's been sacked 26 times. He's completed now 62% of his passes so far this season. But you see, running wise, he's more confident in the pocket, getting out of the pocket and going up the field. He has 174 yards rushing, as well as 3 rushing touchdowns. So here you see Brian Thomas Jr., upper arm fracture, week to week, he's out. McLaurin, there you see he's out as well. For whatever reason, I don't know. Renshaw, the free safety, he is out as well. Well, the status is no injury, so I don't know. Lane is out with turf toe. That's a week to week. And of course, Robinson, their Mike linebacker, he is out for turf toe as well, and that's kind of week to week. So they got a couple other top guys, offensive, defensive, out. Obviously, Brian Thomas on the offensive side of things. But this week, we will try to see if we can, of course, get a victory here. And, of course, try to see if we can, knock these guys off here. They are, of course, they've already won their division. I think, if I'm not mistaken, and I didn't catch it in the video here, but I think we clinched our division as well. Even though we have not played the Chiefs or the Chargers for the second time this season, but I think they went ahead and gave us we clinched it. So, if that's true, then congratulations there to us. We'll have to see at the end of the game here. But we went ahead and got into week 16 here as both teams, division leaders, and of course doing a good job here leading their teams here. And of course, could be a matchup that we could possibly see either in the conference round or in the I should say the divisional or in the conference championship game. So let's see what we can do as ETN makes a nice carry there for a few yards. Actually, gets enough there for the first down there. So he's at the 48-yard line of the Denver Broncos. Of course, on defense, starting off the game. Run here from ETN again, and that's going to be a quick stop. As you see there, his numbers there for the previous week. And, of course, he will be, like I said, kind of utilized just like we use always our halfback as well in this type of scheme. And just trying to run the ball and pound the rock as much as we can here against the defense. As we'll see, they are going to be short of the first down. They'll be at our 42-yard line here. They're going to kick this one, and this one is no good. And I believe it just went too much to the right. And yeah, it did not go up the uprights there. Just shaved the other side of the bar there. So not what Jacksonville was looking for to start off this game, but nonetheless, they did get down the field here, and that's kind of a cause of concern here. We have to kind of watch for that coming up here as we get back on. We'll be on defense later on. But offensively, here we go. And look at this. This is a nice run right here as Dobson finds a big gap there, and that's going to be a nice run there for him. As a gain of about 16, they say. That's a first down here for the Broncos. As the Broncos here now give the ball back again. As Dobson runs that one, and there you see it's just his numbers against the Packers. Had a nice almost 200-yard game on 22 carries, and of course 2 rushing touchdowns for him. We'll see if he can have that same performance here tonight, as we'll see here. So far, he's making a good run for it. As we'll see a nice run there. And that's going to get him down to the 14-yard line. As that's a gain of about almost 20 there on that carry. So now, 1st and 10 here. Handoff here again. And now it's going to be Harvey. As Harvey's going to find his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos. Let's ride. As the Broncos did an excellent job there running that football there. This time bringing in R.J. Harvey. And he's going to find his way there. And, of course, giving the old Mile High salute. And nice touchdown there for them, as that's going to put them up now. With, of course, this extra point pending here. Going to be up by 7. As Lutz able to put that one up the middle there. And, oh, there's a injury there. That's Savage. Another good defensive player there. And that is not good here, especially when you already got too many guys as is on your injuries. So we'll have to see if he's going to be coming back in the ball game here. But there you see Bo Nix right behind Jalen Hurts and rushing touchdowns. And, of course, not far behind Nix is this guy right here, and that is T-Law. We'll see what Trevor Lawrence does now, as he'll see a handoff here. Etienne there gets this one. And that'll be a gain of about 7 on that carry there for him, as it looks like he is grabbing his back, and now he'll have to go to the sideline. And that's one of those things you kind of get worried about when you have a player like that that's kind of injury prone. It's like, okay, this is not a good time for you to be injured, because we really need you here, especially if you're playing very well. As you'll see a nice tackle there. That's going to be enough for the 1st down, as they're able to get a nice catch there. As they, again, move the chains and trying to put up some points themselves here, as they're starting to trail here. And again, you cannot be trailing against us here at home here in Mile High, because it's not going to be a good time for you. As play action there, T-Law's got to get rid of the football, and he is going to, of course, get that one there, as that one's going to be completed. As we'll see here, a pass here from T-Law, throw this one up, and it's going to come down. Nice catch, as that's a great pass there. That ball's going to be completed, and that's going to be a 1st down here for Jacksonville. Ball's on their own 24-yard line. 1st and 10. And a run here. And look at that. Nice job. As Jacksonville says, yeah, here's your receipt. And they're going to find their way in. That is Travis Hunter. He is coming out of the backfield that time. And they're going to utilize him very well there, as he is able to get the catch. And nice play there for Travis Hunter, putting 6 on the board here. And like I said, you know, they utilize him pretty decent. I don't think they do too much with the running or the passing game, I should say. But I think they've been doing really well with him with the running game there. Especially the short yardage there. As he's able to find the end zone and finds himself a touchdown. Of course, I'm looking here on Wikipedia right now. They have him as they have more of a D-back than they do wide receiver. They do say he's a center back, or excuse me, a cornerback and a wide receiver there. So, but I think that's something that Madden needs to really work on. The two-way player, you know, that's to me that should be something they should have had years ago. Because there's a lot of guys here, as you see here. Mims running this one. Gets this one all the way down to the 29-yard line. Nice catch and run there from him. That's going to put us out there on their 29. But there's a lot of players out there. A majority of those players you see in the NFL play both sides of the ball. Or they know how to play both sides of the ball. And that's something I would like to see more, you know, figure out a way of how you can do that. I know there's a way they can do it. But we'll see. 1st and 10, pass there, going to be completed by Sutton. As he'll get there to the 21-yard line, just 3 yards short of getting the first. There'll be a 3rd down coming up here for the Mile High Broncos. As we'll see a pass there being completed. Nice catch there from Sutton. Holds on to it as he is finally wrangled down Gets to the 14-yard line. It'll be a new set of downs here for the Broncos. As the Broncos now 1st and 10. They're in Jacksonville territory on their 14. Nick's now dropping back. Man in motion. Pass there. Nice screen. That's going to go to Dobson, but a nice play there as the defender comes around the corner there. Reads that very well and is able to make a quick stop. As that was Ofakon there on that play, making a stop. And now we'll see a pass. That's going to be completed. Of course, I'm sure he's going to be keeping his eyes on our halfback there, especially when it comes to the passing game. Nix now drops back here in the pocket. Nix throws it quickly as he almost got hit with that blitz. As we'll see a nice catch there by Sutton. They get a stop there at the 4-yard line. So we'll go ahead and we'll say, okay, fine. But we'll kick 3 points here as Winger, I think, was the one that made the stop. I think he's the linebacker. He was another player that I was starting to really enjoy in that series because he was just a madman, just going around getting good hits and making some good stops there for us as the linebacker. I'm trying to look him up here on Wikipedia. But we'll see a quick pass. That's going to be complete as ETN now rolling or running around there on the field there and gets a nice first down, trying to avoid as much traffic as he possibly can there. So now we'll see here. It's now a 1st and 10 there on our 46. That pass going to be incomplete. No good on that one there. I think T-Law was getting a little nervous there, getting a little feet happy. 2nd and 10. Ball on the 46 of the Broncos. Drops back here. And that's going to be overthrown as well. But wait a minute, there's a flag, a late flag. Oh, it's a pass interference on the defense. That is Greenlaw. I was going to say, that's I caught a quick glimpse of it. And, yeah, that was a little bit of not a good hit there. Or a little bit of an interference that play there. That was a good call there. As we'll see now, 2nd and 10 coming up. Here you see Travis Hunter on the field. That time he was in the backfield. 2nd and 10 coming up. Drop back here. T-Law got to get rid of it, but he can't. Nice job there from the defense as Nick Bonito there finds him. Look at that. Great play there from Big Nick. As he is starting to come alive here. I was really starting to worry about him this season. He was being very quiet, very timid about getting after the quarterback and getting to the backfield here. But him and Cooper, and of course Allen as well, has been doing a great job there in that front 7. We'll see now it's 3rd and 20. Roll out from, we'll see here. Now we'll get him. As he could not find nobody down the field there. Nice job there for the defense getting into T-Law. It'll be a 4th and 16 coming up here. They're going to kick a field goal here. This is almost about a little close to 60 yards here. I would say a 58-yard attempt somewhat. And we'll see a kick here. And that kick is no good. As Little could not do nothing on that one there. As that's going to be incomplete. And now we'll get the ball there on our own side of the field here. As, of course, we would like to get some more points here. So far, I've not seen the Armstead here. He's a defensive end. I don't know. He's not hurt. Or Hamilton either. He's just another name I haven't seen or seen on the field here yet, doing some damage here. But let's see. Oh, nice run here. Oh, jeez. As that was a good hit there. As our quarterback that time goes down. At least he wasn't crumpled, folded like a piece of paper there that time. But that's it for the quarter. As we lead it now 10-7. As we go to our second quarter here. We're now with the possession of the ball here. Let's see if we can put some more points on the board. As we'll see the field being flipped now here. Run up the middle. And a carry. As that'll be a gain of 5 there from Dawson. JK, of course, having an excellent game here. Oh, wait a minute. You see, wait a minute. They didn't call that. They need to call that. It was offsides there off the lineman. I see them jump. The defensive lineman there was in the neutral zone there. They did not call that. 1st and 10. It's going to be kind of questionable there. I'm kind of wondering what the hell is going on that one there. But Hines Allen in the backfield there. Nice stop there from him. Loss of 2 on the play. The ball's now on the 20-yard line. So now 3rd and 12. Nix now drops back, fires that one short. That's going to go to Sheffield, and Sheffield's going to get himself side of the 10. And it's going to be marked down somewhere, I would say probably around the 7 as he gets the 1st down. Look at that pass. Nice slant pass there, finds the receiver's hands. And Travis Hunter there making the tackle. They get the stop, but unfortunately couldn't get the couldn't stop them from getting the 1st. As we'll see a handoff. Dobson, oh, he should have went up the middle there. There's a big old gap there, but he decides to go on the left-hand side there for whatever reason. So now open backfield here, drop back here, flag on the play here. Jacksonville may have given us a free play here. And the defense is going to be called offside. So about time. I was going to say, they were offsides beforehand. They did not call it. Now Travis Hunter gets called for offsides. So now we get the ball at the 3-yard line. 2nd and goal coming up here. I knew I wasn't seeing things. I'm like, there's been a couple times now they've been offsides. Pass there, going to be completed. Go to Dobson as he finds his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos. Let's ride. As the Broncos find their way into the end zone there. Nice scramble. Getting that one in there. And that's a nice play. As they get 8 plays, 51 yards on that drive. And that's going to put them in now here. Continue keeping them in the driver's seat here in this one here in Mile High. 17-7. 1st and 10, ball on the 27-yard line here for Jacksonville. Pass there going to be completed and caught. Says that's going to be a gain of 3. Nice stop there from Singleton. 9 minutes left here in the first half. Denver right now, defense doing a great job of really controlling this ball game. Draw back here, 2nd and 7. They're going to see T-Law call his own number instead, and T-Law is going to get a gain of 4. We'll see now here, 3rd and 3. Man in motion. That'll be Quentin Morris there, the tight end. Throws this one up. That one's going to go, and no, it's going to be dropped. As that's going to be an incomplete pass. Couldn't complete that one there. As that's going to be it for this one. As, of course, now they'll be forced to punt. So, no such luck that time around. As now we'll go back here on offense here for the Broncos. Quick pass. That's going to go, and oh, on the fingertips of the defender. Incomplete. Puts him now still at the 29-yard line. 2nd and 10 coming up. Quick pass there to the right-hand side. Trying to fight there for that yardage. But Dobson is going to be told no as he gets maybe a yard or about 3 or 4 there on that play, actually. As we'll see a pass, and that's going to be broken away as well. Nice job there from the defense, putting their hands up, making a nice stop. As now we'll see what we can do here on. We'll see Jacksonville now have the football here. 1st and 10 as they're forced us to punt, and we'll see a pass here. Look at this. Oh, no. Come on. Touchdown, Jacksonville. As that's Brown. Gets himself in the end zone. Look at this. Great pass there. Right. Nice velocity there to the pass. And, of course, we just could not keep up there. The speed was just not on our side. And they'll find a way into the end zone there. Nice job. putting up 6 points on the board here. One play, 79 yards on that pass. And I'm sure Coach Shilo is going to be saying something about that on the breakdown. Like, whose man was that? Or whose zone was that? We'll see now here, 17 of 14. Oh, look at that pass right there. Courtland Sutton, nice job there getting the ball at the 46-yard line out in Jacksonville territory. 1st and 10, 6:26 left. Pass there, caught, completed, and going down the sideline. Nice play there. As our guy, Dobson, doing a great job there receiving. We'll see here, handoff here, and he's going to continue going as he's going to find himself at the 2-yard line there. Nice carry there from him. It's a 1st and goal here for the Broncos. With 5:45 left here in the first half, they're looking to score again here. Right now, currently a tie ball game here, up by 3. What's Nick's doing? Nick, what are you doing? What are you doing? He's going to run this one himself. Touchdown, Broncos. Let's ride. Broncos QB says, hey, I want to get involved in the fun here today. Gets a nice run there. I was a little nervous there. I'm like, oh, please, whatever you do, don't let I see him run that way. 4 plays, 72 yards. As he is going to get him a touchdown of his own. So nice job there on that drive there offensively. Now defensively here. We let one go through last time. Now we got to make sure we make a good stop here. Play action here from T-Law. T-Law now running. T-Law trying to get down the field here, and he's going to get tripped up, and he's going to get enough there for the 1st down as he gets a gain of 11 on the play. It'll be a 1st and 10 here. Ball on the 36 on the Jacksonville's own 36-yard line. Hand off and run, and that is going to be Tuden as he will run that one there. As he'll get a gain of 3 on that carry. Allen saying, hey, I got the power, I got the muscle. You can't get past me. 3rd and 7 coming up here on their own 39. Jacksonville here looking, fires. That one is going to be dropped by no other than Travis Hunter. He drops the football. He had a great chance there. He just had to take his time there, catch the ball there first, then go upfield. But they'll be forced to punt. As we'll see now, ball on the 16-yard line. Drop back, throw, and he's going to have to just throw it away as he cannot find nobody down the field. And that's a smart play there, especially when they're having that defensive player right behind you. We'll see a drop back here. Quick pass. That's going to be by Shetfield. Shetfield finally being brought down by a couple of Jaguars there. 1st and 10, ball now on the 29-yard line of the Broncos. Broncos here trying to move the football here with 3:30 left. Quick pass. Nice throw. Nice catch. And that's going to get to the 41-yard line. Sheffield again showing off his skills here. It's now 1st and 10. Go to the pass, and oh, man, Lewis did a great job there putting the smack down there on our guy. Or maybe, no, that was Armstead. Excuse me. I said his name, and now the Devils arise. As Armstead made a nice stop there. As Nick's now here, he realizes he can't find nobody. He's going to run this. Unfortunately, he's going to be a yard short. As, of course, Okakon right there says, yeah, Mr. QB, you're not going nowhere. You're not getting to that stick for that yard. You're going to come up short here as we do so. So we got a 10-point game here, 24-14, with 2:19 left here in the first quarter, or first half, I should say. Ball on the 20-yard line here for Jacksonville. 1st and 10. Drop back, pass. That's going to be completed and caught. As that's going to be a 1st down. As that's going to move the chains here. As Tim Patrick made that catch. So a 2-minute warning now up here for Jacksonville. Jacksonville has all their 3 timeouts. So do our Broncos. As you'll see a drop back here, and oh, there you see he had to get rid of it quickly, and the receiver had no time to get to that one there. As defense did a great job there going after T-Law that time. As we'll see now, for 3rd and 10, ball on 31. T-Law here racing around here. He's got to get rid of it. Does. Drops off to Patrick, and Patrick going to take this one down to the 43. Gets the first down, and he's able to move the chains. As we'll see here, ball to 43. 1st and 10, a handoff, and that is going to be nicely carried there. As Tootin there again gets another carry. 3rd and 4 coming up here. Look for the short pass here. No, they're going to throw this one. That's going to be a rainbow pass, and it's going to be incomplete. As we get our hands on that play there. Nice stop. Breaking that up. And now we'll see what they'll do here on 4th and 4. They're going to go for it. With 1:18 left. Drop back, pass. This is going to be a lob up there, and that's going to get intercepted. Nice play here as we get the football back. Nice job there from the defense. Getting that one there. That is Brandon Jones, the free safety, as he did an excellent job there. Staying back, setting himself up to get the catch. Realizing that he knew where that ball was going to be, and he just like, yep, got it. And now he's like, okay, now block for me here, fellas. As he will get the ball back here for us. And there you see our rushing average so far this season. Today, 91 yards. And let's see here if we can put up some more points here. First turnover of the day here for Jacksonville. Deep in our side of the field, as we'll see a pass there being completed. Nice catch there to Mims. Mims takes this one all the way down to the 38-yard line of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Nice play. As he gives himself some big yardage there. Nice gash there for the receiver. As you see now, drop back here, screen pass, and that ball's caught. And there you see, of course, no other than Travis Hunter right there, making a stop there on the halfback. And that's going to be a timeout now being called by Denver. 2 timeouts remaining here for Denver. It's a 2nd and 16. Ball on the Jacksonville 44. And, oh, quarterback gets hit there at the last second. And that ball came out funny. Incomplete pass. We're looking at now at 3rd and 16. So now we'll see what we can do here on 3rd and 16. Hopefully try to make a good situation in a good way. Or try to make this tough pass we had beforehand and put it in a good situation. Puts it at 4th and 5, and there'll be a timeout now being called here. As that'll be Jacksonville calling that. Jacksonville trying, of course, conserve as much time as they can. And we'll see the kick here is up, and this will be a 57-yarder, and that one is good. As that is an excellent play. Kicking 3 points on the board here. 27-14. As we have a nice 13-point lead. Ball on the 30-yard line here for Jacksonville. Pass there, going to be complete, but it's going to be... They're going to say it was in? How? Of course, I can't challenge that, so... Lucky break there for them. 1st and 10, T-Law quickly passed there that screen. And finds a receiver, and a timeout now being called by Jacksonville. 1 timeout remaining for Jacksonville. 2nd and 7. Drop back here from T-Law. Pass there being completed. And a run here. And oh, a good job. As he's trying to get out of the backfield there, but the defense makes a nice quick stop. Clock is still ticking away here. Jacksonville still has a timeout in the back pocket. Play action. This is going to be a deep pass. And it's going to be caught. Nice play. Timeout being called there by T-Law as they have now the ball on the 1-yard line. What a catch. T-Law now dropping back in the pocket, scrambles here, looks, fires, and that one's going to get broken. Oh, no, it's going to be intercepted. What a play. Look at this pass right here. It was waffled a little bit there. Got tipped there by Surtain. And then we're able to hold on to it. Look at it. And we're in bounds at that. Nice stop. Nice job there, defense. As now we get the ball at our own 20-yard line on that touchback. As we'll see with 7 seconds left here. We're going to be smart here. Keep it on the ground. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Dobson getting there to the 35. And that should put us in field goal position here, possibly. Or no, never mind. It's not going to put us in field goal position here. So we're going to go probably for some kind of Hail Mary here. 1 second left before we get to the half. Ball to 35 of the Broncos. Drop back here. No, they're going to hand off, and they're going to run this one. And Dobson's going to get to the 42-yard line. And that is going to be your half. What a first half. Especially the last 2 minutes was. Jacksonville doing a great job there of going down the field there. I'm still convinced that pass they threw beforehand, that was not a complete pass in bounds. I think he was out of bounds there. But of course, I don't have a way of challenging it there in this mode. So, yeah. But as we take a look here, 34-14, Baker Mayfield picks up his 9th win of the season here for the Bucs, as they will move on and, of course, defeat their fellow NFC South rival. Chiefs taking on the Titans. 8-6 Chiefs right now in Music City. As the Titans here throws this one here. Look at this. Cam Ward throwing that one there, and he throws a bullet. And the Chiefs come up. They will come up with a loss here, 19-13, as the Titans shock the Chiefs at home. I know a lot of my friends there are probably wondering, what the hell happened in that game? Falcons 7-7 taking on the 9-5 Cardinals. Surprisingly, right now, Cardinals playing some really good football here, and they do not get a win here as Michael Penix does not let up this week. 27-17 as Murray, 2 touchdowns, 15-33 there for him. As right now we do have a division title. Yeah, we have a division title there. So nobody has the bye week yet. But we do have the division title there for the AFC West. So, yeah, but we'll see how this, the second half, it was a good second half there. A little bit of excitement there towards the end. We'll see how this second half will be, as the Jacksonville starting to put some things together there, but unfortunately come up short. And we'll see if we can, exploit some of their, some of their weaknesses and try to win this, keep this lead that we have right now. Try to build onto it, really. 1st and 10, ball in 25, handoff here. Look at this. Dobson letting them know, hey, get that block right there, and he does as he gets to the 44. Now over 100 yards for the day. Nice job there from him. Ball now here, handoff, and again they're going to go up the middle. As Dobson is going to get a carry there. He gets about a gain of 2 as Armstead makes a nice stop. Not letting him get in too far there on that one. Of course, I bring up Armstead earlier, and now he's starting to play well here in the second half. Or towards the end of the first half, going to the second half here now. As Savage makes the tackle there. And there, of course, we've seen Savage earlier hurt. Now he's back on the field there, so it's a good thing to see, I guess, if you're a Jags fan. As we'll see a play action here. Throw, toss. That's going to be batted away. As that was a good job there from the defense. That was Lewis there on that stop. As Jordan Lewis makes a good, puts his hands up there on that play. As we'll see, Lutz here kicks this one. Goes up, and it is no good. What? That's Walker now. He is asking for help there. That's Trevon Walker, defensive end, coming off the field there. Hopefully it's nothing serious there. So now Jacksonville will get the ball there on their own 43-yard line. 1st and 10. As we'll see a quick pass, and T-Law is going to be able to find a receiver, but that is going to be caught, and that will be just a gain of a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up here. Ball to 44 for Jacksonville. Pass there going to be completed, and it's going to be caught, as that'll be now a 3rd and 3. So now 3rd and 3 coming up here. As we'll see a quick pass. That's going to be tossed. Nice catch. as they'll get the first down there. Nice job there from Brown on that play, as he's able to move the chains now here for Jacksonville. So Jacksonville's doing a good job here. Really, they're kind of doing a good job here of that run, not necessarily no huddle, but kind of rushing, getting on the field here, making the substitutions quickly. As we'll see a run there from ATN, and that'll be a first down here for Jacksonville. As Jacksonville now in the presence of the Broncos 28-yard line. First and 10 here after that run. And of course, they're trying to continue from that excitement they had there towards the end of the first half. ETN now running this one here, trying to spin tackle, but it doesn't work for him that time, as he'll get to the 23-yard line. 3rd and 5 coming up here. Got to buckle down here. Dig in. Pin our ears back. Drop back here from T-Law. Pass there. Going to be completed, but cannot get to the first down marker. Santan makes a nice stop there on Brown. The ball will be placed at the 20-yard line. They're going to go ahead and elect to go for it here. 4th and 2 coming up. T-Law here has a man in motion. Dropping back. T-Law passes there. That's going to be caught, and that's going to be enough there for the first down. Nice job there. It's 2 in there. Again, nice catch there from him. Helping the team out, getting that first down on that 4th down. 1st and 10, ball on 13. Drop back here. I don't know if you guys seen that, but one of our linemen almost really bit it, as he almost was off sides there. Jumped a little bit there, but the referees, I guess, not enough to convince him that it was off sides. As Kaiser now has to come off the field. Or no, not Kaiser. Who is that? I forgot who that is there, but going to have to come off the field there. Hopefully the one of the linemen there is not too serious. 2nd and 1 inches coming up. Ball in 3. Oh, nice hit there. That is Greenlaw putting that thunder on ETN there on that run. It'll be a 3rd and inches coming up here. Ball on the 3-yard line. They're going to put the big boys on the line here, and that's going to be enough there to get them to the first, as T-Law does a nice little QB sneak that time. So fresh set of downs here for Jacksonville. Jacksonville here looking to, of course, find their way in the end zone there, but they're going to get stopped there by his 2 in there. Could not muscle his way out of that one there. So now with ball on the 6-yard line here, 2nd and goal coming up. We'll see what they'll try to do here. As we'll see a drop back here. Pass going to be completed and caught. And that's going to be at the 5-yard line. As they only get if anything on there on that one. Not sure what they got or what they didn't get, but pass there going to be complete in the back of the end zone. Wide open touchdown. As that is Brendan Strange. Finds his way in the back of the end zone there. Look, the guy, our offensive lineman had his hands up there. Couldn't block it, but look at it. The tight end Strange. Wide open. Finds his way in there. Tiptoes himself in there. Keeps himself in bounds. Does a great job there at body control. 14 plays, 57 yards. Almost a little over 5 minutes on that drive. We'll see what Bo Nix can do now here. We'll see now 1st and 10 on their own 26. We missed the chance to score touchdowns. We missed a field goal. So now pass there with a nice completion there. So look at this. He is going to be gone here as he gets Travis Hunter finds him there at the 28. Nice play there from Shetfield. Nice hustle there. That was a good 35-yard pass. 1st and 10. Drop back here from Nix. Pass there. Quick pass at that. And that's going to be a catch there as Lewis there tries to get the quick hit there. He does, but just not enough for the receiver to drop it. It'll be a 2nd and 5 coming up here for the Broncos. Ball on their own 24-yard line, or I should say on their 24-yard line. Jacksonville, as we'll see a run, and we'll get a quick stop there as Trayvon Walker gets a stop there on the play there. We'll see if they're going to go back to the ground. No, they're going to go to the air. Pass there. It's going to be I was going to say completed, but it's going to be dropped. I believe that was Lloyd there And I believe that was Ingram, former teammate there from last year. Now, I guess sworn enemies, as we'll see a kick is up here. Let's get this one there. He does get it. And that kick is good. As Lutz that time had no issues on that field goal kick. And we put up another 3 points on the board here, making it now 30-21. First and 10 here for Jacksonville. Ball on their own 26. T-Law here drops back, and he's going to get hammered down there quickly. Nice stop there from Cooper. Jonathan Cooper coming in on that blitz. And he is going to find T-Law there. Oh, T-Law is going to have to come off the field here as he's grabbing his shoulder. So we'll see who the backup is. I believe it's Carter Bradley. As we'll see a pass there. That is going to be incomplete. We'll see a 3rd and 15. Ball on the 21-yard line. Draw back here. Pass. There's going to be... Whoa, Travis Hunter. What is going on with him? He is not doing too good of a job receiving now here. As he'll drop the football there, and they'll be forced to punt. 2:02 left here in the third quarter. 1st and 10. Ball on the 41. We'll see a drop back here. Quick pass, and not much room there. We'll lose 4 on that pass. It's defense right on top of him. I believe that's Hines Allen right on top of him there on that play. As they could not get anything. Nothing was budging there from that play there. Right on top of the receiver that time on Dobson. As we'll see now, clean backfield here. Screen pass, trying again. This time they go on the left or right-hand side there, and they get a quick stop. As they'll lose now lose 3 more yards now. It'll be a 3rd and 17 coming up here for the Broncos. Ball on the 34-yard line. Minute left here in the third quarter. Man in motion. Drop back. Nix here. Looking down the field here. Come on, Nix. Got to get rid of it. Heaves this one up high and deep. Going in the back of the end zone. That's a touchdown. What a play there as Courtland Sutton gets the great catch. As he just heaves it up there. I was wondering, like, come on. That pocket's starting to fold here. You can't stay in there for too long. And Courtland Sutton's like, I got you, bro. Just give me some time. The line did a great job there as he's able to find that one in the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos. Let's ride. As the Broncos now want to try to make this a solid 2-possession here. They'll hand off, and Dobson cannot get out of the backfield there as the defense stops the 2-point conversion. It's now 36-21 as I guess Coach Shilo wanted to try some trickery there. And unfortunately comes up short. As you see Etienne's numbers so far here receiving-wise. 7 catches for 47 yards. It'll be a 1st and 10 here for Jacksonville. Ball on their own 29. Hand off, and we'll see a nice tackle there as I believe Greenlaw makes this tackle in the backfield. Loss of a yard on the play. Ball now will jump to a 3rd and 11. Ball on the 28. And pass, and oh, nice job there getting the quarterback that time. As that ball comes out a little funny there. We'll have the ball now after the punt on the 31-yard line. Nix there passes. Throws that one off there, and that's going to be there for enough for the first down. As that'll be it for the third quarter. It's been a good third quarter for both sides, really. Both sides of the offense have been doing a good job here. And now it's time to see if we can seal the deal here for the Broncos. 5 wide. Pass there, going to be complete. Going to find, looks like Sutton, as he'll get the catch there. As I believe he'll be just short of the first down. Yeah, he's about a yard or 2 short on the reception. As we'll see now, 2nd and short coming up. All at the 50-yard line. Hand off, and that's a fullback. As he's going to run this one there. Or really tight end, but he's playing our fullback there that time. Trauma there gets to the 47. Broncos had the ball still, ball on the 47-yard line of the Jaguars, as they'll now move it up 2 yards here. More like 3, or about 2 or 3 yards there on the play. We'll see what they can do here on this second down. 36-21 the ball game here at Mile High. Denver having an excellent game here today. Pass there, going to be complete, and it's going to be caught. And they're going to say he was in bounds, as that's going to be at the 39-yard line. So here we are now trying to convert here on this third down. 3rd and 2. Drops back again, quickly passes this one, and that's going to be enough for Mims. Of course, move the chains there at the 35. 1st and 10 here for the Broncos, as Mims having a good game here. 1st and 10 coming up here for the Broncos, as we see a drop back here, pass up the middle. That's going to be caught, and Mims looking for it way in the end zone. He does. Touchdown, Broncos. Let's ride. Look at that pass there. Great pass, and then right on the money, right on stride there, and then he just grabs it and just takes it upfield. Does a great job there on that speed that he has, and finds his way in the end zone. 43-21 now here. Denver's continuing to lead. Ball on the 27-yard line here, 1st and 10. Drive back. T-Law is going to be brought down there. Nice job there from Jonathan Cooper coming off the edge, as he's able to find the quarterback that time. Nice sack. A loss of 5 on the play. And I think T-Law is like, okay, seriously, where was the blocking at there? 2nd and 15 coming up here for Jacksonville, as Trevor Lawrence here now throws. Screen, a pass. That's going to be completed, but it's going to be a loss of 2 on the play. 2nd and 13 coming up here. Ball on the 25-yard line. Draw back again for T-Law. Law looking, finds, throws, and that's going to be intercepted as well, as that's going to go back the other way. Nice play there for the defense, as that is Jan Barron. He finds a catch. A nice interception. Nice ball there for him, as this is now going to go the other direction now, as we head back south. And the Broncos now taking control of the ball here, as the offense is going to come back out here. And let's see what type of offense or what we're going to be doing here. We don't necessarily have to score, but we do need to eat up some of this game clock right now. 1st and 10, ball on the 42. And handoff here. We're going to hand off Noah to Dobson. He does a great job there. Again, a gain of 13 on the play. 1st and 10 there, as we have the ball now at the 30-yard line. Nice run there from the Broncos. You see the passing yards, 416 today. Rushing yards have been up there as well. You see another run, and that time his own blocker there got in his way, but he does get back to the line of scrimmage on the play, as Ovcon there says, no, had enough. They're done. But they have not really been doing a good job of really shutting him down there on the run. He's had some big runs as well as some good, interesting passes, as we'll see a quick hit there. That's a nice stop there for Ovcon as well, as he deny us that. We'll get the catch, but does not give us any more space there. So now we're looking at a 3rd and 6 coming up. Drop back, pass completed there by Sheffield. He'll get that one at the 15. Nice catch there from the receiver. As that's going to be a new set of downs here for the Broncos. Let's ride. As now we're in the green zone, or the money zone, or whatever you want to call it here, whatever teams call it. I don't know what the Broncos call it, but nonetheless, they're in the red zone here. Chance to score, and had a catch but dropped it. Incomplete pass. That is going to be a 2nd and 15 now here for the Broncos. Broncos right now lead at 43-21 with 6:10 left here in the 4th quarter. Looking to try to score again, but no. Ovcon says no, or no, not Ovcon. That is, who is that? Number 26. That is a lot. That is Antonio Johnson, the strong safety. Strong safety Antonio Johnson makes the tackle there. Makes it a 3rd and 17. Screen pass. Dobson trying to get his composure here. Dobson runs this one in there. No problem. Nice catch and run. Touchdown. Broncos. Let's ride. It's Bronco country. They are loving this. Look at this great block there for number 60. Just enough to get him. And then look at that nice little juke move going down the field here. As he is just scorching them here. Both with the run and the pass coming out of the backfield here. 7 plays, 42 yards, taking 2:41 off the clock. Nice drive. It's now 50-21 here at Mile High. Jacksonville offense coming back out here with 5:30 left here in the 4th quarter. 1st and 10, ball on the 26. Hand off, and that is going to be completed. And that's going to be enough there for some yardage there for them. Good positive yardage here. 2nd and 2 coming up. Ball on our 30, or excuse me, on their 33. Pass there, going to be completed, and it's going to be caught as the receiver gets out of bounds there quickly. And it's Tim Patrick there on that catch. T-Law now passes. That's going to be completed, and they're going to find their tight end Strange. And still get to the 50-yard line, completing that catch and getting the 1st down. 4:22 left. Lawrence throws. Pass there going to be completed, as that'll be a stop there by Quentin Morris. As Morris there is dropped there quickly. As we see a handoff and a stop there. I don't see ETN in this game here. I think he might be sitting out for the rest of the game. As Tua in there is coming to the backfield. As we'll see a run here from T-Law. And he makes a nice run there. Gets a nice job, does a nice job there taking the ball in his own hands. Gets to the 22-yard line. It'll be a 1st and 10 here for Jacksonville. Jacksonville now here again dropping back. And oh, he's going to get hit as he was trying to throw that one away. Nice play there from the defensive line, especially Franklin Myers on the sack. A loss of 5 on the play. It'll be now a 2nd and 15 coming up. I see Franklin Myers fired up about that. Let's see if we can get another one there. I can feel it. 2nd and 15. Drop back here from T-Law. T-Law's going to get hit as he throws. It's going to be completed, but it's not going to get him much, as it gets him a little closer to the line of scrimmage there, the original line of scrimmage there for them. And it's going to be a 3rd and 13 coming up. As now we're at the 2-minute warning. 50-21 here at Mile High. As Coach Shilo is starting to put in some second stringers there, I can see. 3rd and 5 coming up. Run, or no, pass. That's going to be incomplete as it gets tipped away there by Greenlaw and maybe another defender. As they're calling for flags here, but no such call there from the referees. It's a 4th and 13 here. They, of course, got to go for it. Lawrence here drops back, fires that one. That ball's going to be completed. Nice catch there from Tim Patrick, as he'll get the catch there at the 7-yard line. Keeping this drive alive and trying to get him to score here. 1st and goal coming up. Ball on the 7-yard line. See a man in motion. I should say Lawrence here runs this one. He's going to call his own number. Touchdown. But there is a flag on the play. It's in the backfield of Jacksonville. This might be coming back, as it might be a holding call. And that holding call could be on Walker Little, as that is exactly who it's on. And it's a holding call. It's a 10-yard penalty. Puts them at their our 17-yard line. 1st and goal coming up here for Jacksonville. T-Law thought he had it. He had it, but there was a hold. Pass there, thrown, and it's going to be incomplete there for Patrick. 2nd and goal coming up. 1:10 left. As you see, Lawrence here throws. Stays in the pocket pretty good there. finds Strange, and he gets that one to the 5-yard line. And there they are again. Of course, I'm sure Lawrence is telling them, do not hold whatsoever. Just block as best as you can. Draw back here, look, and he's going to get swallowed up in the backfield there. Nice play there from Greenlaw. Nice sack there. Now 30 seconds left as Greenlaw, Cooper, and company make a great stop there. Getting hold of the quarterback here. Now just a few ticks left. 4th and goal, last play of the game. Lawrence here throws this one up there. That's going to get broken up, and that is going to be your ball game as we win this one here 50-21 at Mile High. Woo, talk about some integrity there, man. Jacksonville, they were doing their best to try to get back in this ball game, even though it's it's kind of far out of reach. But I like the fight from them. They were fighting still, and that was just great. And then this pass right here, this was just when I was recording this and I was watching the playback of editing this, I'm like, what did he just do? I'm like, are you serious? Like, where the hell was this at? Oh, where was this at, man? Like, what the hell? Oh, and then, of course, we found a good pass there. Good play there for Mims getting in the end zone as he salutes the people of Mile High. And, of course, there you see a nice, great. This was a great pass, too. That was look at that. Nice move there around the defender. And, of course, Dobson finds his way in the end zone. We win this one, again, 50-21 here at Mile High. Nice play there. Nice game here. Nice 2 weeks. Actually, a nice several weeks of game play that we've seen so far here in these last couple of episodes. We're getting hot, and we're getting hot at the right time, and I'm loving it. And, of course, we got 2 divisional games coming up in episode number 9, as we'll take on the Chiefs in that episode. And, of course, the Chargers. Chiefs, of course, will be a tough place as we'll be playing at Arrowhead. I don't care who you are, that's a tough place to play at, as that crowd is very supportive of their team. And not to mention, the sound is like literally like on top of you if you're the opposing team. So we'll have to just do a good job here of just trying to bear with it. But nonetheless, of course, we have, and then we'll be back home for the home season finale here at Mile High against the Chargers. And, of course, I would love to get revenge on them for what they did to us back in, what was it, week 2 or something like that? It was early. Week 2 or 3 or something like that this season. So, yeah, I'd love to see what we can do against Herbert, especially now with this new playbook that we've been working with and everything. It's been working wonders, and I'm hoping that will continue to be the case here. Bo Nix, 31-42, 453 yards, completed 73% of his passes, and 4 touchdowns and no interceptions, guys. This is good. I like this. Trevor Lawrence, 28-47, 361 yards. Completed 59% of his passes, 2 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Now, I will say about Bo Nix, I feel like we are throwing way too much with him, especially in this game here. 43 or 42 attempts. Yeah, that's to me, by rule, I don't, like when I play, I don't throw that much. So, yeah, that's just a little too much. But, you should tell here, we did kind of spread the ball a little bit, some on the ground there to help us out. But I think for the most part here, it was all hands on deck, even though Dobson didn't get in the end zone on the ground, but he did get in the end zone through the air, which is nice. We found a way to get him in there, which is always a big thing, a plus when you can do that for your halfback. But yeah, and then you see Hunter. He had 1 catch, 24 yards, and of course he had that rushing touchdown there in the game. But yeah, I'm really happy. I'm really happy about us, for the game, and for the most part here, the momentum that we have right now on our side. And we just gotta hope that it continues on. There you see, of course, Dobson. There you see 9 catches for 60 yards and 2 receiving touchdowns in that game. Brandon Strange had a nice day, 8 catches for 130 and a tutty. Sheffield 8 catches as well, 108 yards, no touchdowns. Sutton 7 catches for 128 yards and a touchdown. So we had two receivers that went over 100 yards for the day there. That is nice. And then, Mims, I forgot. No. We had 3. Mims had a big day too. 4 catches, 132 yards, and a touchdown as well. So that's even more better. We got Mims involved here. Like I said, I've been trying to figure out a way how to get him involved in a lot more. And I'm not touching him. I'm not touching at all. I'm not touching what we're doing right now. Right now, when it comes to the playbook and we're making changes with personnel, so I'm leaving it alone. I'm not gonna mess with it. Everything is good, going the way I want it to go, and we'll see. We'll ride this for however long we can until it decides to buck us off and it's like, nope, you're done. But there you see the defensive numbers as well. You guys can, of course, pause the video or rewind or whatever to see how things turn out. But Patrick Stan, nice day there for him. 10 tackles, 1 TFL. Unfortunately, no interceptions, what he's known for. But yeah, he had a great game there. He was all over the ball. There you see Franklin Myers had the most TFLs. He had 3. Bonito, Cooper, Greenlaw. Greenlaw had a nice sack. Cooper, Greenlaw, and Franklin Myers had a sack. Well, actually, Cooper had a half of a sack, and then Bonito shared that other half there on the QB. So, nice day. Interceptions there, we had 3 of them. Woohoo! Yes, nice job there. Excuse me. As the defense just really did a great job there, especially in the second half there, really causing some problems for Jacksonville and their problems. We're putting the screws to Lawrence and really not let him, really doing a good job of just playing really good coverage, just excellent coverage there, and just locking these guys down and not letting them do too much of anything that they were, accustomed to doing in the first half there. It was very, very solid for us. And of course, I'm hoping that will continue on in the next really for the rest of the season. But more importantly, really coming up in the next 2 weeks. Locke got a skill point as well. You see, just a lot of guys got some skill points here, and we're just putting them where I think they were needed right now. But yeah, this was a good game. These last 2 games here have been excellent. It was a lot of fun. Like I said, I'm gonna have to do that more often. Just kind of walk away from let it record and just walk away from it, because it was good footage. It was good. I thought it was awesome. And I was really getting into it when I was recording. I'm like, oh wow, like this is gonna be a good, this is gonna be a good game. I didn't have to do too much to the playbook this week, and then just kind of just doing his own thing. So. But right now, like I said, we're playing excellent football, and I'm only hoping it will get better as we go along here. But like I said, we got another two tough games coming up here, because the Chiefs would love to get revenge on us. I think Travis Kelce is still out, but I think they got a few more guys coming in. But there you see, we're giving our approval there. We're increase our approval, and we're going to let our the DC take the credit there, as credit is due to him. He did a great job of looking at the film this week and really coming up with the game plan for us this week against Jacksonville. So nice job there to him. He might be taking my job here soon. But nonetheless, as we see here, weekly recap. Let's take a look here in week 16 as we take a look here. Baltimore are 10-4, taking on the Patriots, who are also 10-4. And we'll see how this one went down. And Maine, he got a win as he wins this one here, 27-6 over Jackson and the Ravens there, as they got a win there in a really tough place. Baltimore's a tough place to play, especially this time of the year. Pittsburgh and Lions are both 8-6, and we'll see the win here. That's going to be, it looks like it's going to be a Steeler win, as Rodgers and Steelers win this one in the Motor City, 20-17 is Jared Goff. 2 touchdowns, 21 of 32 in that game. Unfortunately, come up short there at least they got 2 wins over the Packers, and they can brag about that. And of course, we got 1 win over them. So, but it looks like Ravens, Steelers, Bengals, Browns there in the AFC North. In the AFC South, excuse me. Of course, that is us. We're 10. Or not us. Jeez, I'm thinking about this. Jacksonville 10-5. Titans, Colts, and Texans. I keep forgetting that we're not playing that series. I can't believe after all that I just slip up at this. Anyway, Patriots, Bills, Dolphins, and Jets. There, Patriots right now on a 2-game winning streak. There, they are 10-5. Bills 9-6. Dolphins and Jets both 8-7 in the AFC East. In the NFC North, you got the Packers, who of course clinched the division title. They are 12-3. And then the Lions 8-7, Vikings 7-8, and of course the Bears 6-9. Giggity. Bucks right now it's 9-6, so 2-game winning streak right now. Falcons 8-7, Saints 6-9. Giggity. And Panthers 5-10. Right now clinching in the East, of course the Eagles 11-4, Giants 8-7, Commanders 7-8, and those Cowboys are 3-12. Long off season for them. Cardinals right now 9-6, along with the 49ers, and even the Rams still in the hunt for that. 8-7, and then of course the Seahawks are there, and of course there you see us in first place there in the AFC West, 11-4. We're currently on an 8-game winning streak, baby. Yes. And then of course Chargers 9-6, Chiefs 8-7, and the Raiders are 4-11, and they're on a 4-game skid. So, man, talk about a change of direction that we were going on there. We were almost going on a 3-game losing streak before I changed it. Yeah. So right now we are the top seed of the AFC. So we have a bye week coming up if the season ended today. But Baltimore's still in the hunt, and so is Jacksonville. So we got to try to get these next 2 wins here against the Chiefs and the Chargers. Of course, you see the Chargers there. They're in the 7th seed right now. They still have a shot to get in it. On the NFC side, you got the Packers got the number 1 seed. Number 2 seed, Eagles. You got the facing the Giants. 49ers and Rams, they play coming up here very soon, so these could flip-flop real quick. And then, of course, the Bucks and Cardinals. Cardinals were surprising a lot of people right now, and especially for that division. And right now, they are in the 5th seed here, and they could actually jump up probably to a 3 seed if they can finish off the season here, doing the right way. But as we see here coming up in the next video, we will take on the Chiefs at Arrowhead. Yes, it's going to be a big game. It's a Thursday night game of all things. So we're going to be the first game of the week. Everybody's going to be watching us. And we got to try to see how we do very, very well here in that matchup there. It's going to be a tough game, but I think our guys can do it. Just got to figure out, go back to watching them, watch the game tape from last time and see what we did right and what we did wrong and change those things. Those are things we did wrong. But I think I'm very confident we can get that win. And, of course, week 18, the final week of the season, we'll be at home against the Chargers. So that is it for this episode of Mission Recondition of the Denver Broncos franchise, Bronco Country. If you guys enjoyed today's episode, please leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe if you happen to be new. And, of course, hit that bell notification as you guys, a lot of you have been doing that here a little late. Of course, that's the best way to know when the videos are going to be dropped here on the channel. Of course, follow us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all that kind of stuff there. It's all there down below in the description as well. So that's the best way if you guys want to know what's going on in the channel. And, of course, another way to get a hold of me if you got any comments, questions, concerns, whatever the case may be. You guys can follow us there. All right, of course, don't forget to we do live stream over on Twitch on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday nights at 9 p.m. Central. Matter of fact, I'm recording this on a Thursday night. Right now, I should be live streaming, but I decided to finish this video first. But yeah, you guys can check us out over on Twitch as well on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday nights. A lot of fun over there. We watch a lot of pro wrestling. Right now, we're going to play some baseball soon as MLB The Show's out. So yeah, always a good time. Definitely stop by and check us out. But that's it for me. As always, keep yourselves each other healthy, and I will see you guys next time.